Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 78 of our Treasure Cold Steel Let's Play. In the last episode, we finished all 3 quests, so that's both side quests and the main quest, which was, our first side quest was to take out 10 dancing owls with Fee, and we got a new weapon for that. The second side quest was to find someone's lost cat, which that cat gave us a bit of the run around, but we got it back to there fairly easy. And then the last one for the main one was to take out a Hydra monster on the Naughty Highway, which we did, and that was fairly easy. So in this episode we're going to be going back to Rua, because we need to basically turn in our main quest, so let's go. While avoiding the dragonflies, because holy shit, we almost died before those things. What? Well, what's that sound? I see smoke. Is it coming from the factory? Was there an explosion? Damn, man. We better go see what's going on. I thought we were done for. Is everyone alright? What happened here? I don't know. They came from out of nowhere. Monsters in the factory. In the factory? In the middle of the city, man? No, these weren't your everyday beasties. They looked almost mechanical. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, sounds like the Arcadians we fought at Guerrilla Fortress. Yikes! Crap. Did the fire waste munitions? It's not good. There's still people stuck inside. Are you kidding me, man? It's true. We haven't been able to account for all the workers. I don't even know whether the other guards are safe. What's happened to the railway military police arrived in? Or the provincial army? I don't even hear the siren anymore. Maybe got busted up by the explosion. We need to go in. Are you serious? The people in there need help, and right now it looks like we're the only ones who can give it to them. How many minutes until the fire claims someone we could have saved? I'm not about to just stand by and do nothing. I mean, what? It's too dangerous to go in there. At least wait for the RMP reinforcements to arrive. Every second counts here. The sooner we go in, the better chance we have of saving those inside. You can help us out by evacuating everyone still in this area. Well, you have a point, but it sounds like we're gonna have to pin all our hopes on you guys. I beg you, save the others still inside. Just leave it to us, man. Alright, we're going in. Ready. Whoa. What is that thing? Stay back, monster! There's no sign of reinforcements. Well, still no sign of reinforcements. Damn it! We're done for. Yeah. Goddess have mercy on us. Just hang on. You're... Slave your choice. You guys make sure all the workers are evacuated. Got it. Yeah. Looks like we're dealing with one of those Arcadians after all, man. Though I gotta admit, it seems like a meaner breed than those ones we fought in Guerrilla Fortress. Packing some serious firepower too. If we let our guard down, we're finished. Alright, let's keep it from focusing its fire and take it out. Right. Like, let's talk overkill for this
guys?
thing.
My turn!
Let's talk overkill about the Gaspard G. Look how many, like... Look at that!
Ha! I can do this. Fire!
That's literally like... Alright.
Arcus
How
activate.
much damage could we do? Oh my god, Laser just got fucking slaughtered. Curia, get the fuck up, Elisa.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna Chrono
Here we
Break.
go. I can
that
do
one.
this.
Column
Arcus
Solarium.
activate.
Go!
Golden Butterfly.
Okay.
Chrono Burst.
Okay.
Flames, gather on my path! Strike!
This is my sparking orbital Rosetta arrow.
Here's a performance just for you. 7th Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience.
Here we go. Sylphid did. That's that.
Did some good stuff there.
Okay.
Oh shit!
turn.
God damn it!
Arcus activate.
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
No. We need to attack. We need to act quicker.
Let's
Flare
go.
Bomb.
Right.
He honestly needs like Holy Breath.
Thanks.
I
My
might give
turn.
him that after
Ha!
after we finish this fight. I might give him
My turn. Ah,
My turn.
Holy Breath.
My turn. Sit, go!
Let's go.
I'll bet you up.
Right. Fire. I'll hit.
My turn. Sit.
Nice.
That's
Not too
that.
bad.
Let's keep moving.
Bit of a scare with like those beam sabers. Oh, we've got a rare cross crusade as well. That's good. We did it. Man, that hunk of metal didn't go down gently. Wow, you guys are really something else. I can't believe you actually beat that thing. I thought I recognized that uniform. You must be those students from the military academy. Thank goodness everyone's alright. Mission complete? Yeah, looks like that. Looks that way. Alright, are you all unharmed? How's Captain Claire? Captain Claire, the Railway Military Police. I'm relieved to see that none of you seem to be seriously injured. Please leave this to us and evacuate the building at once. Huh? What do you mean? This factory contains classified military information and materials. Only authorized personnel are permitted to enter. No exceptions, not even for the daughter of the Reinford family. Well, can't say I'm happy about this, but well, she does have a point. We'll leave things here to the Railway Military Police then. Thank you. Please show them out immediately, and make sure to treat them courteously. Give them special attention to the injured. Yes, ma'am. With the Railway Military Police on the scene, the situation at the factory was under control in no time. They swept through, cleaning out the remaining archaisms and extinguishing the fires, bringing an end to the incident. It looks like everything should be alright now. Sounds like all the people who were still inside are safe, at least. The Railway Military Police sure have earned their reputation. Agreed. I certainly have a newfound appreciation for their capabilities. So I suppose I should have expected no less from an organisation under the Chancellor's direct control. All's well that ends well, I guess. But still, this had the terror signature all over it. Sure seems that way. Yep, I don't want anyone shot in person though. Yeah, it makes me wonder what they're trying to accomplish here. I'm having that looked at as we speak. What's that? Oh, it's Claire. Captain Claire. Thank you for all your help, Captain. Likewise. Thank you for your quick thinking. None of the personnel were critically injured. Yeah, glad we could pitch in where we could. We're just happy to know that all the people inside made out safely, as am I. That said, it doesn't excuse your actions. Huh? It was fortunate that you were able to defeat the Archaisms without backup, but I don't appreciate that you ran in without waiting for us to arrive. Not only does this factory contain confidential information, you yourselves could have been seriously hurt, or worse. I tried to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. That's what I told you last night, and it seems it didn't take. I'm telling you again. Oh, talk about a critic. Well, she's not wrong. I realize that, but I'm afraid I cannot turn a blind eye to it, especially not when lives are on the line. What? If we have the power to save someone and we don't use it to do that, what kind of people would that make us? That's why, even if you reprimand me, I don't regret us doing what we did. Oh. Keen. Very well then, huh? Fortunately, no one was gravely injured, so I'm willing to overlook your rashness this time. But I suggest exercising a little more caution in the future. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Oh, look at you getting all tongue-tied, lover boy. You fall for our charms. I told you it's not like that. Chaplain, do you have any idea where that Arcadian clear come from? The terrorists may be the prime suspects, but we didn't see any of them inside. Can't think of it. We were wondering the same thing, so we did a little digging around, and it seems they were brought into the factory in shipping containers. Not recently either, over 3 months ago. 3 months? That would mean they've been sitting in the factory since late June, back when we went to the North Highlands, and roughly a month before the Imperial Liberation Front announced themselves to the world in Heimdall. To be honest, we neglected to consider the possibility ourselves. It's unbelievable. So today's incident was planned that far in advance? Certainly appears that way. Their leader is frightfully cunning, but compared to the others, we still haven't turned up much on him. I suspect he was responsible for the planning of what happened here as well. You're talking about C, right? Isn't that the guy you fought in the capital? That's him. He was pretty tough. Can say that again. Exceptional strength and a calculating intellect. Looks like we're up against a real beast. Seems so. We'll need to remain vigilant going forward, but for now you can leave things to us. I suggest you get back to your field study. Wait a minute. Captain Clare, what is it? Is something wrong? There's no sign of the provincial army. By now they should be well aware of what happened here. Damn it, I can't believe I forgot about them. Huh? Whoa, what are you saying, man? Captain Clare! We got trouble at the mine. It's been hit by the terrorists. Blossom! What? I feared as much. All units withdraw. We're heading to the Saxon Iron Mine. Send a message to HQ. I need 12 companies from the surrounding areas here inside 2 hours. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? Not sure, but from the sounds of things, the mine we were in yesterday was attacked by the terrorists. Oh no, the miners! Sounds like we better shake a leg, man. Yeah, come on, let's follow him. Yeah, you gotta run over there. No, I was gonna go up and rest at the hotel, but I was like, there's no need to right now.
Ugh, every minute we spend here, things are getting worse for the miners. Stay calm, Elisa.
Yeah, the railway military police are on their way, after all.
Let's at least try and get a look at what's going on.
There we go.
But man, if terrorists really were planning to blow up the mine,
it would shake the very foundations of the Empire.
Let's go. What the hell? They hit the mine hard. This is awful. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see too far like this, man. Did the terrorists have fired or something? Looks like the fire's been put out. Something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than the military factory? Look, over there by the entrance. Huh. Looks like the railway military police and the provincial army, man. Yeah, but what are they doing here? Looks like the entrance is completely blocked off too. Let's go take a closer look. The provincial army stop. You can see the provincial army stopping the railway military police from actually like getting into the mine. The terrorists have complete control of the mine. They've taken the miners hostage. Any attempt to enter the mine may put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here twiddling your thumbs without even attempting to negotiate with them. They clearly have an objective in mind. We can't allow them to buy any further time. Looks like it looks like a pretty heated argument. So the terrorists are taking the mine over the mine. And as the first ones on the scene, the provincial army have taken upon themselves to set up a blockade. At least that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? Man, this has suspicious written all over it. Yep, the provincial army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at it, they've got to be in on it. You can't be serious. In on it? The terrorists have set off some kind of explosive in there? Look at the smoke pouring out. That's what they want you to think. But that doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's got something to do with Reinford's first factory. Ah, that's right. The Roman military police were investigating the first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, that's what Captain Clare said. And that makes the timing of this look pretty damn suspect. Almost like they're trying to hide something. And that means they'd seal the mine to give them time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense, if you think about it, man. But what could they be trying to hide? What's down there? No way to say for sure now. But what I can say, though, is it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. We need to find some way to help them if we can. Let's return to Ruhr for now. We need to think carefully about what to do next. Elisa. Yeah, if we're going in, it's better to have a plan. Alright, let's head back, man. Damn provincial armies trying to arrest us in Clover. Then they arrest Marcus in Berehard. Did run into him in Ruhr. No, we did run into him in Ruhr. What am I talking about? We didn't run into the North Highlands because it's not really controlled by anyone. Didn't run into them at Heimdall. Well, we saw them around, but we didn't like have an issue with them. There isn't really a provincial army in the Gram. Same with like spoilers. Ymir doesn't have one either. It'd still be it'd still be Kreutzen for both of them, I think. But yeah.
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The iron mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right.
Oops.
The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Reinford mines, refines, and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival. If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
This bike is just full of surprises. You made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours. So, speed-wise, we're looking great. Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
Poor George had to sit in that sidecar for 7 hours. Oh,
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the money.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner, yeah. Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well, that would explain why the figures don't add up.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toho put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Reinford's yearly sales figures, government reports of the mine's productivity, you name it. That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
she is.
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part, but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
Well, it's not very secret. It can't be very secret if Toa can find that out. Just tell. Yeah.
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks. And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit? I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment, now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess. I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the provincial army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself. I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study, don't you?
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway. Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
Well, that's that. The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the provincial army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know. That sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could, but would she?
Well, if you think so.
All right, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the provincial army's involvement here. George, give Toa a call and see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
We were glad to have George, Angelica and Toa backing us up in a crisis like this. We needed all the help we could get. As our first order of business, we went to see our chairman Irina, hoping she'd know some way to sneak into the mine. We should get going too. Your mother should be back at Rhineford headquarters right now, right? I think so. Sharon said she'd be back around noon. You can always just ask at the reception desk though. Yeah. Looks like we'll be clicking into high gear again. I feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. Let's take a quick rest at the hotel. All sides over here. Lady Lisa, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried when I heard you left the city. You're talking about that trouble at the mine, right? Actually, I was hoping to talk with my mother about that. Is she at her office right now? Chairman Irina returned just a short while ago. Would you like me to set up an appointment? Please. Yes, that's right. Lady Lisa has. Understood. She says she can see you right now, though she can't spare more than a few minutes. If you want to head up right now, she's waiting for you in her office. Thank you, this shouldn't take long. Oops, that was my own voice, not Lisa's. Alright, let's head up to floor 23. Right. And I get the feeling Sharon's gonna be right there to welcome us. You can count on it. There we go. Remain sorry to advance. You will no longer be able to walk around Roar and the surrounding area. Be advised that any incomplete question Roar will expire if you do so. Sure.
Welcome back, everyone. I've been waiting for you.
I knew it.
Like the rising of the sun.
I see how it is. You're taking Rhineford's side again, huh?
As long as I wear this uniform, I'm simply a humble maid of the Rhineford household. You, the chairman, and Master Gwyn are all deeply important to me.
Thanks, I think. Show us in then.
Of course. Please follow me.
Bring them in.
As you wish.
Mother, we need to see you.
Excuse us.
I apologize for canceling our dinner plans last night. But it's looking unlikely I'll be able to join you tonight either.
No, that's fine. We understand.
It's hardly surprising given the current circumstances.
I'm not sure what's keeping you so busy, considering you haven't even managed to fulfill one of your most basic duties.
My lady,
The miners who work at Saxon are employees of this company. With the Provincial Army barricading the mine and refusing to budge, those miners are at the mercy of the terrorists. I assume you've issued a formal objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Not on behalf of the company, no. It sounds like Director Heidel Ragnar of the First Factory has requested something be done as a formality, but nothing more.
That's it? The First Factory has been dumping huge amounts of ore onto the black market for years now. Don't even try and tell me you haven't noticed it.
Of course I've noticed. Being unable to bring the First Factory in line allowed that to happen, and that's my failure, I admit. But think, if we assume the terrorists aren't acting alone here,
Whoops.
what good would it do to issue an objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Well,
there are many possible outcomes to this crisis, and we must be prepared for all of them. For example, we need to consider the possibility that the terrorists may set off an explosive in the mine, and how to respond to that. This is a global company. Measures will need to be put in place to protect stock prices, taking Crossbell into account, too.
She's got a point. Anything that affects the Rhineford Company is going to indirectly affect a lot of people's lives.
Correct. The Rhineford Group is its own entity with its own role to fill, and I have mine as chairman. The Provincial Army and the RMP are acting in accordance with their purpose, and one might even say the same of the terrorists. Action with a purpose, that's what keeps the world in motion. So tell me, what's your purpose?
Well...
If you get what I'm saying, I suggest you leave. I expect the explosion at the military factory is the extent of the damage the terrorists will cause here. I'll give you several additional tasks. I suggest you work on those for the remainder of the day. And considering the situation here, I think it'd be best if you leave Ruhr tomorrow morning. You have my permission as a sitting director on the Academy's board.
But
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes anymore.
Oh?
All my life, I've turned a blind eye to what was going on right in front of me. I did it when you drove Grandfather out and took his position as chairman. And I did it when Father died and you let work become your life. All along, you've been working to build the company bigger and bigger, and all along, I just looked the other way. But in our field studies at Thor's, I've seen the imbalances and injustices of the world crop up over and over again. But even with that, I, and all of us really, have to face that head on. And that's exactly what we've been doing. You asked what our purpose is. After 6 months at the Academy, that's my answer.
Well said.
Agreed.
That's why this time, I don't plan on backing down. You need to hear the truth, and I need to be the one to tell you. As your daughter, as your family, and above all, as someone who's watched the Rhineford Company grow ever since I was a little girl.
you fucking suck.
Mother, you're running this company the wrong way.
my lady.
Can I assume you, in your infinite wisdom, are planning to tell me the correct way to run my company?
Naturally. But I still need more experience before I can do that. I promise you, though, that by the time I graduate from the Academy, I'll show you how this company should be run. As someone who just might succeed you as the chairman someday, I should be able to do at least that much. Oh,
It's one thing to make a promise. It's quite another to live up to it. Still, at least you're starting to see the bigger picture.
Mother.
Give it to her, Sharon.
Certainly. Here, my lady.
What's this? Some kind of key card?
Correct. It opens the door to a passage that connects Ruhr City to the iron mine.
Wait!
There's really a secret passage?
The former chairman built it for use in case of an emergency. You'll find the entrance in the underground part of a maintenance room on the upper level of the city.
If we use that passage...
We should be able to completely avoid having to deal with the Provincial Army.
I'm not going to say thanks. Right now, I just believe this is the best way to press forward. And I'm going to tell you why through actions, not words.
Excuse us, Madam Chairman. We've learned a lot during our field studies, and we'll put it all to use to come out on top.
You don't need to worry about us.
They've grown a lot in the last 6 months. It's been a pleasure to watch them. Surely it wouldn't hurt to acknowledge that Lady Elisa has grown too.
She's still got a ways to go. If she wants to take the mantle of the Rhineford Company from me, she'll have to show me she's got what it takes. Anyway, it seems all our principal players have assembled. Can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
Certainly.
And we'll never know what that thing is. Lisa's S-Craft said Arrow was strengthened to become Judgment Arrow. So, after our meeting, we contacted Angelica and George and agreed to meet in front of the maintenance room that hid the entrance to the secret passage to the mine. Running down the stairs. Angelica foot tapping.
Who would have thought there'd be an underground passage going all the way from Ruhr to the mine? Gwen really does think of everything.
Oh, you know Elisa's grandfather?
I've heard you two got along famously back when he was still living in Ruhr.
He taught me all kinds of great stuff. How to pick up girls, the best spots in the entertainment district, you know, the really important things in life.
It's not that I can't believe it, it's that I can. Too easily.
Well, I'll say, well, that's Gwen for you.
I can only hope to sit and learn at the feet of the Master one day.
Still, it's probably thanks to him that Angie didn't go any further off the rails than she did.
Can't deny that.
That's nothing to laugh about.
I wonder if we'll seem as colorful to the first years when we're second years.
So, you think this is gonna work?
All right, that should do it.
What is this thing?
An orbital wave antenna?
It's currently in development at the Institute of Technology, but I managed to convince them to let me borrow it. It emits directional orbital waves to widen the area where you can transmit and receive signals. That means you'll be able to use your Arcus unit's communication functionality even down here in the mine.
That sounds pretty handy.
You can do that?
Yep. Toa's busy gathering information on what's going on across the Empire right now. And I'll be able to pass that info along to you while overseeing this operation. But if things get too dangerous, I'll give you the order to pull out, so make sure you keep the line open.
Got it.
It'll be nice to have some support.
Well, if George is just a call away, we've got nothing to worry about.
True that.
Okay, I think it's about time we got going. And thanks again, everyone, for coming along. I've got my Arcus on me, so I should be able to hold my own in battle.
Always room for one more with us.
Your knowledge of the mind will really be invaluable.
I'm looking forward to seeing you clean up with those Taito skills of yours.
Angelica joined the party. The maximum number of support members has temporarily increased to 3. And so that will do it for today's episode. So, for a quick recap on what we did today, we came back into Aurora and found out and saw that one of the factories was on fire due to terrorist attacks from the Imperial Liberation Front. We then, as we got in, we looked down a had to fight archaism that was like this huge, like basically a giant walking like weapon with blades, mini guns, a giant fuck off cannon on its chest, you name it, just a literal walking weapon. We got then the RMP got involved. We got reprimanded by Claire. Then, as we were thinking about what to do after we visited the Saxon mine, which was being blockaded by the Noitia Provincial Army, Angelica and George turned up, and we needed to get access into the mine. So then we went to Elise's mom, Irina, and they had Elise had a little bit of a heart, I wouldn't say heart to heart, but more like I guess like a character growth speech kind of thing. Then after that, we got the card to get into the mine, which is where we are now. So in the next episode, we're going to be going down the underground passage and doing all that stuff in the next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you are enjoying our Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play series, make sure to subscribe as well. Also, while you're there, please check out my Monster Hunter World Let's Play, where we just did our first expedition and took down did our first urgent quest as well, so that was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you're a fan of JRPGs or just RPGs in general, make sure to subscribe as well, because hey, that's what I do on this channel. Got a few projects in the work lined up, so hopefully you guys are on the lookout for those and will enjoy them when they come out. But with all that PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.